Hey y'all, welcome back to Of Little and Light. I'm Samantha, and today we're going to talk about our goat goals here on the farm. We talked about our layer hens and the direction we want to take that flock. This week we are going to be talking about our goat goals. Currently we have 3 goats altogether. We have 2 does, Selah and Sabella, and we have 1 buck. His name is Ephraim. They are all La Manchas, which are my favorite breed of goats. They produce really well. They look really different because they don't have ears, or they don't have normal ears. They have ears. They're just odd looking. Our girls have been exposed to Ephraim for a couple of weeks now, and we are pretty sure that they're bred. Whether or not it's a whole different story. We are planning to do a blood test for pregnancy proteins, but that will still be a couple of weeks away until we have like a definitive answer. So we're hoping that means we will be having babies around the middle of February, which unfortunately that is the coldest time of year here. It really doesn't get that cold. We're in Southwest Georgia. It did snow here like 2 years ago, and that was like an extreme rarity. So it's really not terrible at all, and it'll be really easy to keep babies warm if we need to. Getting our does bred was the very first step in getting to our goal flock. Like everything else on the farm, these goals aren't set in stone. It's very realistic that after we get to like my ideal setup for the goats, something changes, or we decide, oh, that's too much, or it's not enough, and so we'll just have to adjust. And I think that that's a large part of farming, is just the flexibility of changing your plan as needed. But for now, our goal is to have 4 does. That way we will have 2 does in milk and 2 does dry, pretty much at any given time. My plan is to breed twice a year, so we'll breed 2 of them in the spring and 2 of them in the fall. That way when 2 are about to kid, the other 2 will be drying off, and it should just kind of work out nice. They won't be in milk as long. I think that will help sustain their bodies better. Again, we might do this and then me decide like, oh well, that's not gonna work, and we'll just go from there. But for now, I'm thinking that should be good for us. Having 2 standard sized does in milk should be more than enough milk for us, and by that I mean like for drinking and cooking. As we venture into like making cheese and butter and soap, we'll probably need to add in an extra dough, but as I'm not really set up or ready for that quite yet, I'm not too concerned about it. No. Just like everything else on the farm, we started small and we're gonna work our way up and just kind of ease into things. We've done it before where we got, like, when we started rabbits the very first time, we got 13 does and like 2 bucks or something like that. And I mean, it was just completely overwhelming having that many. So we really try not to do that anymore. We do smaller numbers and gradually increase as we feel the need to, rather than start with too many and have to go backwards. Now, for the act of actually growing our herd, my current plan is, now that hopefully the girls are bred, when they have their babies come February, any does that they have, we will likely retain. So we'll keep them here. It's kind of weird this year because I want to be breeding for fall kidding instead of spring kidding because it gets so hot here during the summer. I would rather them have babies in the fall and have it be cooler. So for this year, we'll be kidding in February-ish, and then around May, so pretty quick, we're gonna turn around and breed them again. I won't milk them, you know, throughout their pregnancy, and then let them kid again around October-ish. And any does from them, we will check out, depending on how many we've retained from the first kidding. Then we'll go forward and keep however many we need. Then, that next spring, we should be able to breed those yearlings. We should have a good sized herd by then, even if we only keep one doe from each kidding, which we hopefully get at least one doe from each kidding. We should be up to our goal number of does by then. So a lot of this is still kind of what ifs and hopefullys, which again is a lot of what farming is, at least here. Maybe more people out there have like better plans and can be more specific, but this is our generic goal. When and how we get there, Lord knows. So what dairy goals do you have for your farm? Do you eat dairy, or are you planning to like grow almonds or oats to make your own non-dairy milk? Or you want a dairy cow, a whole herd of goats, maybe some sheep? What are your dairy dreams? Tell me in the comments. I like hearing other people's dreams. I am a dreamer myself, so I feed off of others' dreams. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with me today here in the goat pen. Until we meet again, bye y'all.